Hello, everyone. Kimberly Sanders here. Welcome to our Wellness Warriors wonderful call. We love to come here to share stories about health and wealth and taking back our sovereignty, really coming into a place where we get to share stories of friends that have said yes to changing a little bit of a structure of daily practice of self-care. And sorry, my computer just shifted pages. And coming into a practice of self-care with beyond organic superfood nutrition and removing parasites and glyphosate. We have quite a situation right now on the planet of a lot of toxicity. We have people that are working with autoimmune disorders and inflammation, dehydration, so many different things that when you don't feel good, you really just want to get back to normal in your body. And what a blessing it is when we have ourselves in a state of health and real excitement for life. And when you feel really good, welcome, Miss Bethany. When you feel really good in your body, we can do more. And that's why we're here. Once we start to feel good, it's like you just want to share with other people. And that's what this community is about. I'm so grateful to be here on the lines sharing this amazing superfood nutrition for 7 years now and feeling the best ever. And I'm just so thankful because I have my friend Amber Hopkins on the line, and her and I met probably about 7 years ago. And she is a rock star, punk rock mama, and she's just amazing. And like the kindness that she offers me is just so dear. So I'm just so happy for her to come. And we love to share stories. On Facebook, you can see quite many faces, and all of us have had an incredible transformation. So we like to come together, share these transformations, because we know out there life is busy. Moms are usually running on empty and not being able to have ease for, filling ourselves up and really having their cups overflowing. And that's what we love to have: moms feeling good, all people feeling good, but moms are usually the ones that are putting themselves on the back burner. And once they get to have these amazing organic regeneratively grown superfoods into their life with amino acids, and we'll go over it very soon. I have my friend Yarrow Dankert, who we've been in love since elementary school. She is our regenerative health practitioner on the team. We have quite a few friends that are just leading the way, really. We have RNs here. We have Bethany Bosworth. We have Miss Barry Springhetti. She's a regenerative practitioner. Miss Megan, she's in regenerative health practitioner school right now, and herbalists on the line, just so many people. And so we love to come and share these stories. But today we're highlighting Miss Amber, and I'd love to have you come on and just share like what has been your experience maybe before Purium, like what was happening for you and your family. I would just love for everyone to get to know you, because this is going to be special for you to keep coming into the tribe. And we're just so, I'm so happy that so many of you are here to meet Miss Amber, because she's coming closer and closer to us all the time.
Hello, thank you. I appreciate you bringing me in here. I'm Amber. I've been with Purium for almost 8 years. I had to look back to like see what my date was. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. Purium came into my life like exactly when I needed it. My daughter was born very sick, and my other daughter had a ton of allergies and all sorts of things going on with her little body. And then this little one came in, and the baby, and she just she was super sick. And I just needed something that was the cleanest ever. I needed that cleanness. I needed immediate nutrition. I needed it viable. I needed it like yesterday, So Purium came in and saved our lives, honestly. We use so much for Purium, it's absolutely insane. For my daughter, it's been instrumental in her healing journey. We could not have done it without Purium. We were lucky to be able to go to the Awaken Project like the very first time that they had it. And that was an amazing experience too. The healing waters there, meeting Dave and Amy and Annie and Tirza, and just the whole experience of it was amazing. And I've done a million moms calls, like the autism experience and living through that and healing with Purium and all the products. And I remember making that list, and it was like 50 things on that list that I would recommend for that journey. It's just been, the products are just so healing. And even my functional doctor recommends Purium. He doesn't sell it, but he recommends it because of the energy of the food and the amazing feeling you get from it. Because yes, there are other companies that want to copy Purium, but they just cannot live up to Purium because the way Purium is created, the way the energy is of the products, they're very healing in themselves, and we have just loved every minute of our journey. So I'm so grateful for Purium every day. I'm grateful for Dave and Amy and Annie and all of them and everything that we've experienced through the company. And we like I said, I cannot get through a day without it. I've got my water here and it's got the beet, it's got the pineapple, it's got the aloe in it every single day. And I just love it. I cannot get enough of it. And I cannot tell you enough about how much it has changed our family.
I love that. I love for you to share too, the story of your daughter and just like what happens when she gets to have superfoods in her world.
So we make her 2 smoothies a day. So she's on the fiber every single day. So she's been on it since she was a baby. But she gets, I'm not sure if she has a protein disorder where she doesn't absorb protein enough. We are vegan, but, and I'm really conscious. I'm a nutritionist, I'm an herbalist, I'm a functional practitioner, I'm all these things. But I'm really conscious to make sure she does get enough protein. And still there's some mornings where she wakes up and she's just not her little light. She's not herself. And so when we do is we just make her the family protein. It used to be called the kids protein. Now it's the family protein. It's just a protein. And that has been a miracle for her. She drinks that shake and she's back to her little self, her little happy self. And it's amazing.
Yay.
Yay. I love that because we have a friend, her name is Allie, and she has her beautiful, amazing kids, and like they love this too. I mean, all kids, most kids love this, especially when they come like in early. It's really cool to see Gina, her little babies have had it, and Ocean, our friend Sierra, her little baby Ocean has had it since she was born, and now she's still just grabbing the superfoods out of the bag, and it's the best. It's just so great. And I know that there's so many moms on the call right now that get to feed their kids with the superfoods. Um, yeah, I love it. Let me see. I'm just going to wanted to pull up the just the main kit. We love sharing. Great, here we go. I like to say that this is the bare bones, because there's so many things, like you said, um, there's the fiber, there's, the juice bar in a bag, there's ionic elements, there's pineal clear, and now we even have a way to bring our water into the highest vibration, especially if like people are drinking plastic bottled water and things like that. So aqua vibrance, really, really awesome that I know that Dave was saying like you could even put a few drops in like pond water and it's going to make it so that we can feel really safe to drink that type of water, which is really great for like, especially like prepping. And I see on the comments here, Gina sharing that Dominic drinks 2 shakes a day. And he says, I love my shakes. And he's so cute. It's just been so fun to watch him. He's been drinking them since he was 6 months old. So I love it. Thank you so much. Maybe if there's anything else you want to share while we're going through the products, just come in and share with us any little extra tips. But Miss Yarrow, actually, before I go screen sharing, I would love for you to just say hello. This is Yarrow Tanker, our amazing herbalist and regenerative health practitioner, and she does iridology readings and just has so much wisdom. It's like anytime we get stumped or need support, just such a nice feeling to have you in our lives. Just makes everything feel safe and sound.
I feel the same about you. All of you are a bunch of lovelies. This is just a total blast for me. So I am oh gosh, I started out as a massage therapist, then an herbalist, grew up on a mountaintop, have just always had holistic life, holistic food. I raise my own chickens. My kids are not vaccinated. I myself am not vaccinated. I just always went the holistic route and the alternative route, which I like to call more the traditional route. I believe our bodies have the ability to heal themselves if given the right environment. And that perspective has gotten to be opened up and encouraged and fed in me by attending the Institute of Regenerative Health most recently with Carrie Drinkwine and learning just some new pillars of health and what it means to change your internal terrain so much that your cells are able to um, present themselves in a different way as far as epigenetics is concerned, and the way that we're able to actually change our gene expression through alkalizing the body and having all the nutrients and vitamins that we need for all of the different body functions that we do. And I have never seen anything as powerful and wonderful as Purium products across the board. Not necessarily just the ultimate lifestyle transformation, although most of us do start with that one. That is what I started with. It's our most common and popular program. That's a 30-day program of adding shakes and a vegan digested superfood source and other products to your regular routine so that you can begin to alkalize and detoxify, which is usually a pretty big process, especially the way standard American diet has everybody's bodies functioning these days. So here is a picture of the ultimate lifestyle transformation. In the center, you see the power shake. It's the most nourishing, most beautifully ingrediented shake ever. And I have tried, I think, all of them. Right away, you can tell when you're taking it that it is getting in there, that it's full of vitality, that it has what you need to have energy, to make it through your day. It helps digestion, it takes away cravings. Really, we're hungry and we're craving things because we need nutrients in our body. So we crave different things for those. And once you start to have the whole nutritional panel that you need, those cravings just fall away, and it makes it a lot easier to lose weight, which is a lot of people's goals, and also just to feel fully nourished and vital. So the Power Shake is equal to 6 superfood salads in nutritional vitality. And one serving is 5.5 tablespoons, and you'll have 2 of those in a day. Most of us do. There's also the Biomedic there with the orange across the top. And that one is a gut rebuilder. And we are all needing gut rebuilding. We have been exposed to more environmental toxicity over the last 30 years than we've seen in lifetimes previous to that. We have been spraying all our commercial agriculture with something called glyphosate. Hi, Allie. And glyphosate is eating holes in our intestinal tract and our gut lining, and potentially in other places in the body, but that is where it seems to come in the beginning. And that leads to autoimmunity and leaky gut and irritable bowel and Alzheimer's and dementia, and all kinds of crazy diagnoses happen when the gut is not in perfect condition. So the Biomedic has been shown in third-party tests to remove 74% of glyphosate from the body in a 6-week trial, and without making any diet changes, by the way, which is pretty phenomenal. And then you see a white bottle there, which is the Super Amino 23, which is a pre-digested vegan protein. It's in your bloodstream in 23 minutes. It was created by an Italian doctor, physician named Luca Moretti, and he was working with people that had stomach cancer. And he needed a way for them to be able to still build their tissue when they couldn't actually break down any food with their stomach, and or people that were in a coma, who don't have the ability to really be breaking down anything and they're not even awake. So these super aminos, I'll back up just a tiny bit. A protein is a chain of amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of life, the building blocks of protein, and the building blocks of tissue. So these super aminos are actually going into your system and making, building any tissue, but building muscle and breaking down fat while you do nothing, which is a super bonus for everybody. And then there's apothecary there. This is a tart cherry juice, which is traditionally used to bind with uric acid and help it be removed from the body by supporting the kidneys and the flushing activity that we need to rinse those kidneys out over and over when we're doing detoxification. Partly just the combination of these 4 products are promoting detoxification by putting so much good stuff in that the bad stuff actually just starts to get pushed out. So it's done really in a beautiful way that a lot of people do not have what's called a Herxheimer response or detox symptoms when they start on the ultimate lifestyle transformation. And that is part of the reason that it's so great. Does this help with the pancreas? Absolutely. It helps with all organ systems. The body is set up to function as a unit, right? We're a whole being. And when you promote detoxification of the gut, as for instance, and that goes out when you start clearing the bowels, that prompts the liver to start to detoxify. And the Power Shake in particular will have a lot of enzymes available in it, which your pancreas is what makes the enzymes in the first place in your body. So when you put the enzymes in, it prompts the pancreas to get moving as you're clearing fat out of the liver. That also prompts the pancreas to get moving, and you're opening up all of your digestive ability and clearing out the gut lining. And that also will just encourage the pancreas to do what it does best. So that's part of the reason that something like this, a program like this, would be good for somebody who has fatty liver or diabetes or, gosh, I don't know what kind of diagnoses come from the pancreas. I know type 1 diabetes, but that's like a different thing. But something like type 1 diabetes that is a long time super chronic diagnosis can even be turned around or definitely made better by doing a program like this, because it incorporates support for all of your different body systems to help get things moving. There is a package there with a brown line across the top. That's the Super Cleansar. And that one is you choose a 10 days of your program where you're going to choose to do what we like to call an immersion. And I encourage people to go a little deeper during those 10 days and try to eat as many raw, live foods as they can and release the addiction or the cravings for salty things and chocolate and processed foods and dairy for sure. Dairy makes us really, really gummy and mucousy. Yeah, pancreatitis. Pancreatitis, so the word itis at the end of any word just means inflammation. So when you have arthritis, that means inflammation of the joints. Pancreatitis is inflammation of the pancreas. And those things, this will decrease inflammation by 75% in the same third-party test that I was talking about for the biomedic. So it will actually, the A1C was dropped way down in that same test by 75% at the same time as removing 74% of glyphosate. So perhaps there's a link between glyphosate and inflammation. That's what I would deduce, but that's not scientific at all. So the super cleanser is a parasite cleanse and a peristaltic encourager. So peristalsis is the action of the segments of your intestines going like this, like a worm. And that movement gets started when you chew, and peristalsis then starts throughout your intestinal tract. These herbs that are in the super cleanser formula are considered the cleanse part of this program, and they will help to kill parasites and also help to clear out the gut and create an environment in the body where the parasites no longer want to live, because parasites are actually invited into our bodies to help us clear out putrefying material. The average person has 18 pounds of fecal material throughout their intestines. So by prompting the gut to detoxify, the super cleanser kind of starts the domino effect of letting everything else detoxify. And we are alkalizing, we're adding so many nutrients and beautiful things to the gut and to the body in general, that everything just starts to function better. Your skin looks really vibrant and alive. You're using the bathroom appropriately. If you used to get up and pee during the night, you probably aren't doing that anymore. The apothecary supports the kidneys to do the flushing, like I said. And I saw a kidney question. Sorry, let me go back. How would someone support their kidneys if they're allergic to cherries? Oh, watermelon is a really good way. Dandelion tea is phenomenal for the kidneys. Really, anything, any kind of teas that are a diuretic or herbs that are a diuretic help to flush the kidneys out and move things along. The kidneys are our main detox pathway. And one of the best kidney flushes that I've ever seen is just to blend watermelon and drink that. So you could do that for a whole morning. You could do it like 3 days in a row. Just drink as much blended watermelon as you can, and it will just rinse and rinse and rinse the kidneys out so that they have the ability to collect more uric acid and continue to flush that out of the body. Could Biomedic or Allergy Pack help with their allergy to cherries? It possibly could, and it's so interesting because studying regenerative health, I got to find out that, like, red grapes, for one, is the instance I'm going to use. I always thought that they had too much sugar and too much yeast. And so my daughter, who loved grapes, I would always tell her she could only have a few because I was worried that it was going to create a candida overgrowth. Because you'll notice once you start to eat like handfuls of red grapes, oftentimes a person will start to cough and expectorate, and they want to, it prompts the body to start releasing. Well, it turns out red grapes are like the highest vibration food on the whole entire planet, and they are actually causing an instant detox response when you start eating them. And ultimately that is what's happening to everyone, and that is what was happening to my daughter. So when a person is allergic to something, chances are, these days anyway, that the glyphosate has eaten a hole in the lining of your stomach or your intestines or any of the sacs through large intestine, small intestine, and that cherries were perhaps one of your favorite foods at one point, and they might have been one of the first things that leaked through into, on the other side of your bowels or your intestinal wall is just lymphatic fluid, and that is your immune system. And your immune system's job is to find out when there's foreign invaders. So when you have something leaking out of your gut that the body does not have the ability to recognize, you might then create what's called an allergy to that thing. And it's not a true allergy. It just means that your body is then, your immune system is getting ready. Your white blood cells go like, oh, what's this crazy cherry juice doing in the lymphatic fluid? This isn't supposed to be here. And then it will create a response like an allergy. So yes, cleansing can remove allergies, it can reverse allergies, and sometimes you're not actually allergic to the thing. You just have a sensitivity to it because our bodies are being torn up by the standard American diet. Exactly, Barry. Body sees it as a foreign protein. And I think that's everything that's on there. That's the 30-day program. And usually we suggest doing that for 90 days. I would love to hear a little bit more about what your daughter's responses were to the program when she was sick at first and then you got her on there. I can only see Allie. Amber.
Amber.
Sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of labeling involved. I don't like labels. I don't do them. But
Yeah. Good.
when we first started, she had a parasite come out that was this long.
Wow.
She had a lot of detox reactions. So the zeolite, she could not handle that. It took us about 2 or 3 years for us to be able to handle the zeolite, because she was so congested. It would incrementally increase her speech and her walking. It was interesting to watch it. And it was just the flooding her body with the nutrition really did affect her in a big way. But it was also, a big part of it was the detox. And
Yeah.
that really, really changed things for us, for sure. I'm trying to think. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's so cool. Powerful products.
Super powerful and amazing, actually. And just can't replicate it. We cannot find anything even similar to change it to. Like it's just perfect the way it is.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks.
Thank you so much for that beautiful share, Yarrow, and all the answers to all the questions. I love it so much. We
Yeah.
love to do our best to keep this call at 30 minutes, and we did it. And so, Amber, thank you so much for sharing tonight and today. And we'll just be so grateful to be able to share this with other friends. And, I'm so grateful that Allie got to come on and that Alan and Ren are here as well. And thank you so much, Barbara. Welcome back. Welcome in. And Miss Anna, you are winning the $10 today of superfoods because you came on and you are the only one that's not a brand partner yet. So you get to win by the word default isn't my favorite word, but uprising. So I'll send that to you and that will help your next order. And just so grateful for all of Yarrow's wisdom. And I do wish I could have everybody share. It's just so much fun. And Julie, thank you for coming. She is also a regenerative health practitioner and helps a ton of people all the time. She just finished a water fast, and I know I said we would end this on time, but would you like to come on, Miss Julie, and just share a little bit, just maybe like a 2-minute share of like what has happened for you with Purium, and you have dove super deep and you have such amazing dedication to your practices when you take on the next level of peeling back the layers.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of Purium, I kind of consider Purium to be the first quantum leap that I had with my own health journey because I was dealing with hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's, and I had tried what I thought was everything under the sun, but I just tried a lot of things that were not the right thing. Um, as anyone can appreciate when you're on the health journey. And so through, a lot of research on gut health and glyphosate, I ended up stumbling into Purium and did the transformation. I ended up doing it for 6 months. And at the end of the 6 months, I was off my thyroid meds, which was a big goal of mine, because I knew the meds weren't working. And I've been off medication now for over 5 years. So, yeah. And of course, I've done a lot of deep dives since then, as Kimberly just shared. I did like a 10-day water only program. I do like one deep dive a year, but Purium's been my mainstay now for close to 6 years. It's a part of my daily nutrition. I don't know of anything else that's out there that's better. Kimberly said, yeah, last year I did 111 days of juicing and superfoods. And actually, prior to me doing my 10-day water only experience, I did 31 days of just superfoods. So I wasn't even juicing, I wasn't eating fruit. I was only on the superfoods and some herbs. And I think that's partly why my experience on the water fast was so peaceful. I had no detox symptoms. I had no headaches. I was able to work my regular day and do all the things. And now that I'm back putting superfoods and fruit and juices back into my body, I'm noticing just how little my body needs in terms of food, right? Like once you clean out your system and that absorption becomes so much better through the gut, the body doesn't need a lot. People vastly overeat. They're very overfed and undernourished. And I mean, you all know that. We've been a part of this now for years. Yeah, so that's all I have. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you for that on the spot share, but it's so special. And to me, that's like where we can get to. Like once we've worked through our, it's a spiritual journey, and, cooked food, chewing food, if your body isn't like, if it's caked with mucoid plaque, then you're not getting any type of nutrition. So you can't just like, that's why people do need to eat a lot, because their body isn't really absorbing anything. So once you start going down the rabbit hole of detoxification, and again, Purium is the gateway to start it. And then we love in this community to just keep diving deeper and undoing more and more toxicity. And we've got all the tools. So thank you all so much for staying on a couple minutes later, and just so special to have you all. And get back to the person that shared this with you, because again, once you come in with this ultimate lifestyle transformation pack, there is a business with it, and we can share this with people, and you can get your products paid for. And then you can really just keep bringing more and more people in, and really bless, like how many people can you bless their lives with nutrition that is going to be of the highest vibration. And really, like, once you start to feel good yourself, you can start thinking of other people. And that's, to me, that's the ticket. It's like, get your oxygen flowing, get all your body flowing, and then you start knowing that you have enough energy to bring other people in. And so that's what we're here for, is to bring more and more beautiful people into this practice. And so we're here to share that with you and guide you into working this self-love practice so that you can share it with other people. So give back to the friend that shared it, and we'd love to have you join us on our next call. Next Wednesday, we'll have another beautiful friend share their incredible story. So great to have you all again. Barbara, thank you for being here. Allie, Megan, Barry, Kevin, Lauren, Marion, Amber, thanks for being our star of the show. And thank you, Yarrow, Vanessa, Julie, Miss Bethany, Miss Anna. It's happening. She's on her superfood journey and going to do the parasite cleanse. I think today is your first day. So really excited for you. Staying close. Thank you.